Alright, hello and welcome my bold bearded friends. In today's video we're going to talk about a quite hot topic, I would say, in the beard realm of the internet and also of YouTube, and that will be beard patches, the hairless parts within a beard some men have. I'm going to talk about what it causes and perhaps what we can do against it. Beard patches are often caused by a combination of genetics and age, with a full beard potential developing well into men's late 20s, early 30s, sometimes even later on in life. Most of the time, especially with the beard models you see on the internet, most of them are men in their 50s, sometimes 60s, with the fully grown out beards, with the most thickness possible. Okay, we can separate the medical and the non-medical side herein. But of course, as a disclaimer, always consult your doctor or dermatologist first, or if you want to know more about the causes for you as an individual or treatment. For I'm not a doctor and this is in no way, shape or form medical advice. Other common causes include like autoimmune conditions, of course alopecia barbier. I already have a video on the topic if you're interested. Of course, high stress levels. Think about all the American presidents at the end of their terms losing quite a substantial amount of hair, and also the graying of their hair. And that actually we see also here in the Netherlands with our prime ministers, and all over the world you see people with high stress losing more hair. Certain hormonal imbalances like testosterone, progesterone, all those hormones, DHT, if that is in imbalances, then it can cause for hair loss. Or of course, insufficiencies in vitamins or like minerals and everything your body needs to produce the hair, like for example vitamin B12. Again, you can consult your doctor and they can take a blood sample. I'm a nurse and I'm actually qualified to take blood samples, but you can consult your own doctor and let it taken and sent to the lab, and then they can see if you have any deficiencies in any important minerals, vitamins, whatever. And of course there are skin conditions why you might not have the desired beard growth in certain spots. And even in rare cases, of course, treatments like chemotherapy can also lead to hair loss and, of course, patchy beards. Now we're talking about chemotherapy. There are actually quite a few medications that can cause hair loss, or in that way also, a patchy beard. So again, consult your GP or dermatologist. And finally, in the medical section, things like ringworm can also cause hair loss, spots along the face or body, whatever, everywhere. And if you think you have that, also consult your doctor. Alright, I will not repeat it. We're going further to the non-medical side. Genetics are of course a big part of it, in the same way as it plays a big part in hair loss. It's also important for beard growth. If none of the men in your family has on both father's and mother's sides has the capacity to grow a nice long full beard, the chances are it just isn't in your genes, and it will be really hard for you to grow a nice long thick beard. So that is a really important part actually in this equation. Another one is age. I already mentioned it at the start of this video, but if you're like really young, like you're 15 years old and you really want a nice thick full beard, most of the time, most of the beard growth starts around the 20s, 30s, and the thickest, fullest beards men usually have in their 40s, 50s, 60s. So if you don't have a beard right now when you're, let's say, 30, I'm almost 30, so when this is released I will be 30, then perhaps in a decade or two you could have a nice full long beard, and if you're lucky, without patches. Another important one is stress. Stress is a huge factor. Again, your body is in stress mode. You make a lot of extra hormones which can inhibit or make some hair loss occur. So even in your beard, again, I already said about the presidents of the United States and the prime ministers here in Europe losing hair when they're elected and in the years after because of all the stress. But also that can be a huge factor in this equation, and you could try also for your heart and for your mental wellness, I would say, to reduce the stress as much as possible, if that's possible, of course. Life is life, and we don't hold the keys always to our stress factors or the stress givers, I would say. And the last part will be nutritional deficiencies. If you have a real bad diet, only eating, I don't know, junk food, only eating, let's say fries, you only eat fries all day, every day, like 4 or 5 times a day, you only eat fries, then your body just doesn't have the vitamins, the minerals, the whatever else it needs to, grow the beard or at least be healthy. For your own body, it's a huge system. It's a bit like the pyramid of Maslow. Like, first things first. First, your heart has to keep beating. You have to stay alive, and growing a beard isn't at the base. So it's really important for your body just have all the desired minerals, nutrients, whatever, to grow your beard. And if you don't give your body the right nutrition, you don't have a well-balanced diet with fruits or vegetables, whatever, your body is far less likely to grow the best beard that you are capable of. So that was the video of today. I think it's quite an interesting topic. I already made a topic on alopecia barbae, alopecia in the beard, and this is kind of a follow-up video on it, and it's quite interesting, like researching this topic, just the importance of overall health, like the good nutrition, like exercising, like having a healthy lifestyle, but also, and I forgot it in the, put it on the list here in this video, but also like staying hydrated. It's important for your kidneys and for your whole body, of course. What is it? We are 60% water or something like that. All those things, all those steps, just let us show that we really should just be healthy as possible. And then if it's in our genetics, if it's given by God to us, we will have a nice beard. Comment down below what you think about this topic. If you have any tips, put them down below. And also, as last tip, I would say, you can try like the derma rollers and those beard growth sets, but don't expect miracles. Have a nice day. Ciao.